Welcome back to Ready, Set, College. I'm your host, Rob Schwartz. We're glad you're here for another edition of the show. Today we're talking to you seniors about procrastinating, or those of you who maybe didn't get into your first choice school and want to look at what other opportunities are still, even to this day in March or even April, still on the table for you to apply to at world-class schools all over the United States. We're going to start this segment by previewing 5 large schools. Now, when I say a large school, generally speaking, I'm talking about a school that has approximately 10,000 or more undergraduate students that they house annually. Sometimes there'll be a school with 20 or even 30,000. I'm lumping them all together for ease of understanding. Realize that there are differences between them, as you'll see. Let's start with the very first one, the University of Oklahoma. University of Oklahoma ranked number 106, if you believe in rankings, by U.S. News and World Report. Norman, Oklahoma is a terrific college town. It's not too small as to be a bore, but not so large as to become impersonal and unfriendly. It has a very good reputation. Entrepreneurial business is a particularly well-respected major at the school. The average student will have 81% of their demonstrated financial need met. If you remember from last week's show with Trevor Mizrahi, your demonstrated financial need, they're going to meet essentially 4 out of 5 parts of the need that you demonstrate. So that's a fairly good number, especially at a public school. If you're one of those super smart kids who may be overreached and you're a National Merit semi-finalist or a finalist, Oklahoma is known for having very deep and very generous pockets when it comes to providing you with scholarship opportunities. They're very big about boasting how many National Merit Scholars they have on campus. If you are one of those students, looking into University of Oklahoma might be a very smart fiscal decision for you. It's a terrific school. It's in the Midwest. Most California kids think, I don't know about the Midwest, but you know what? So many great large format schools that are going to look and feel a lot like some of the large format schools we have even in our backyards here in California. Let's take a look at another large school. This is going to be the University of Utah. University of Utah, we're looking at a school that, you know, it's a Pac-12er. It's an up-and-comer. You're looking at a school ranked in the top 150 in the United States. The faculty is considered strong and engaging, but many of the freshman classes will be taught by grad students who receive, well, lower marks. One of University of Utah's top programs is in video game design. I can tell you I have a student in my own home who is very interested in this particular program. I believe it ranks in the top 5 in the United States, according to PrincetonReview.com. A significant number of students are commuters at this particular school, so you get a different flavor than the average campus. The average age is a little bit older, so you're going to make certain adjustments, and you're going to find it's a more mature campus than a traditional school. So especially if you're a student, maybe even if you're a community college student and you're saying, look, I'm in my 20s, I'm not really interested in the party scene anymore, I think I'm ready to be a grown-up, this might be a terrific opportunity and a terrific campus to match up with your personality. It's also important to notice the Mormon traditions of Utah. About half of the student population is Latter-day Saints affiliated, and that's going to change the look and the feel of the campus. You're not going to see quite as much partying, not as much drinking, but in terms of the quality of education, you're going to find amazing opportunities just as you're going to find at Oklahoma or our next school, the University of Arizona. University of Arizona is another Pac-12 school, again ranked top 125 in U.S. News and World Report. As a UCLA Bruin, we battle them twice a year in basketball, and it's always a heck of a battle. They offer terrific opportunities in undergraduate research and have strong programs in agriculture, physiology, and engineering. They're also known as a strong entrepreneurial school, as 16% of its population is enrolled in a business or marketing program. Greek life, as you can imagine, rather popular. I believe Revenge of the Nerds was actually shot way back when in the 80s on this campus, and it actually fits the motif a little bit. For the students in Southern California who say, I'm really interested in a UCLA, I'm really interested in a University of Michigan, but I don't necessarily have the grades or the test scores, Arizona is going to provide a lot of what you're looking for. Very similar size, very similar feel, not quite as academic, but it has a lot of the same components and a lot of the same opportunities, if not better, believe it or not. So be on the lookout for the University of Arizona. Terrific school. Let's take a look at the next one on the screen right now. Oregon State University, again, I'm sticking with the Pac-12, ranked in the top 150 according to U.S. News and World Report. Be aware that Oregon State is on the quarter system. What does this mean? Just like UCLA, this can be a big advantage for some of you. If you want classes to go quickly, you get bored in your classes, you want 10 or 11 weeks, boom, 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 you're on to the next, you're on to the next, you're going to love this. If you're a student who requires a little bit more time, if you feel like, gosh, I always feel kind of rushed in class in a semester setting, this is going to blow your barn doors off. So think very carefully about your fit in terms of the speed with which you want to go through your classes. For me, UCLA and the quarter system was a great fit because I didn't want to sit for 18 weeks in the same class. 10 or 11 was great. For other students, whew, that's going to be a real problem. So think about that very carefully. Most popular major on campus is engineering. Oregon State, believe it or not, is known as the science and math school in the state of Oregon, not the University of Oregon, as many people would suspect. Lastly, all students are required to live on campus their first year, and it is a smoke-free facility. So parents, you got that going for you, which is nice. The last school I want to profile, technically speaking, isn't a large school. It only has about 9,000 undergraduate students, but for the purpose of rounding, we're going to put St. Louis University into this category. This is a terrific, terrific school, ranked in the top 100 in the United States. It is a Jesuit school founded in 1818. It is the oldest university west of the Mississippi River. It also is a school that maintains a campus in Madrid, Spain. For those of you who are hoping to spend some quality time overseas in Europe, they have their own campus there. Their pre-med and their nursing programs are considered top-notch. It's what they're known for. Most of their programs are very rigorous. They're not looking for people who are, you know, slacker-esque. They're looking for people who are driven and dedicated in programs that are world-renowned. So be prepared to work if you're going to go to SLU. And frankly, what the heck's a Billiken? I still haven't figured this out. If anyone can message me, shoot me an email, by all means, I still don't know what a Billiken is. They do have a pretty darn good basketball team. They have a brand new sports complex, including a basketball court there. The fans are really starting to get it, and they've had some outstanding basketball teams there. So for those who are looking for that larger school feel, have the athletic programs, SLU might be a terrific, terrific fit for you. That's 5 schools. There are so many more to consider. When we come back on Ready, Set, College, we're going to dive into 5 schools that, well, they're a heck of a lot more intimate. Stay tuned. You're going to get some great schools when we come right back.